It's Madden NFL 22, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Falcons and the Cardinals coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Murray now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Now an option play on 2nd down. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to keep this again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd down, Darby. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage.
Cliff Kingsbury's saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Flush to his, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroad. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it.
And a loose football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. From the 31, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Murray now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Aaron Rodgers strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now Ross to return and able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there on the scramble. And Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Get it!
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. From the gun, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Gets this to Ertz. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And this is back to an 8-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And now here's Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked off at the 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, there's the option going left. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. On first and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Murray. Touchdown! Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Blitz forthcoming. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's Hall. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now Murray. Again, he finds Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Murray. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They'll run on first down. Darby. A gain of 3, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, Darby. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.